Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY. Again, sitting on a pullback here as we are leading into CPI this Tuesday, again, a couple days from now. And then we have our next Fed rate hike the day after, where Powell mentioned again that it is likely that we have a lower increase in rates coming into December, which again is this Wednesday. Where exactly are we headed next? What exactly are we looking for leading into Tuesday and this Wednesday's Fed rate hike? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for. Now, before I jump into this, if you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, again, getting a pullback here as we are leading into CPI on Tuesday. Again, our prior CPI at 7.7. We're looking for a continuation on that decrease in CPI, so that we'll be getting an outlook leading into the next day with our Fed rate hike of a possible decrease in rates. Again, our prior Fed rate hike was at 75-point basis. We're looking for a 50-point base rate hike. Again, Powell mentioning that it is very likely that that does happen, when he did come out a couple weeks ago mentioning very much likely that it is going to be a decrease in rates leading into December, which again is this Wednesday. So again, we're looking for Powell to mention exactly what he said he was going to mention, which is that likelihood of decreases in rates leading into this Wednesday. Now, again, our prior CPI was at 7.7. We want a continuation with that decrease in CPI to make sure that we are not going to give Powell any reason to change what he mentioned about a possible decrease in rates. So again, that is very key leading into this Tuesday, looking for that continuation with decreases in CPI, and then to see exactly if Powell does mention exactly what he said he was going to mention with that decrease in rates in December. So again, this Wednesday, it is likely that we have a decrease in rates. That is what Powell mentioned. That is very key. So again, just keep that in mind. That is huge. And I hope you guys have been paying attention. Again, I've mentioned that almost every single video that Powell has been mentioning that likelihood of a decrease in rates. Now, as far as our strength goes, as you guys can see, again, we did cross with our 12 below our 26, giving us a cool down here. And because of that, we have been getting that increase in sell pressure. Now our question is, will we get our EMA lines to cross back up here as we are leading into this Wednesday's Fed rate hike, or will we possibly continue on with sell pressure? Again, we want our white shitty lines to start to come in to show us that we are decreasing in sell pressure. As you guys can see, we did decrease in buy pressure, got a cool down here, and that's why we have been continuing lower. So we're looking for the same thing the opposite way here with our decrease in sell pressure, looking for that increase in buy pressure to start to come in, so that way we can get that continuation on again above the upper end of our channel here. As you guys can see, we have been getting multiple rejections on the upper end of our channel. We broke above the median of our MACD here. We did have this continuation. We had a rejection. We had a sell-off. As you guys can see, we also broke above the median of our MACD at this point in time. We came up to the upper end of our channel, had a sell-off. And as you guys can see, once again, breaking above the median of our MACD here. And we are crossing lower here, looking for if we will get that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel here with that decrease in rates. We'll see exactly what Powell mentions. We'll see exactly how much strength we get. And if we do break above our previous rejection line here at 430, again, 430 on the SPY is extremely key. If we do get that proof of concept here on the upper end of our channel, again, if we get that proof of concept, what we're looking for here is some type of break on the upper end of our channel, and then looking for a slight pullback, and then looking for that possible engulfing candle to show us that we are surely showing us that respect on the up end of our channel here. That's what we're looking for. And again, that resistance here will be at 430. Again, that is our prior rejection point that we had a sell off at. And that is exactly what the market will be looking for, to have a continuation here if we do want to continue on higher here. So again, keeping that in mind, looking for that proof of concept on the up end of our channel is the bullish move here. And if we do continue, again, our strongest resistance here at 430. Now, as far as room to run to the upside, again, we are not in overbought territory, so we do technically have room to run to the upside. However, the number one watch that we have been talking about is getting a possible continuation on bearish divergence. Even if we do jump in overbought territory, we do not want to jump out of overbought territory to continue on with bearish divergence that we have going here. So again, that could be a major rejection below 430 if we do continue on the up end of our channel. If we continue on into overbought territory and we continue on with bearish divergence, that could be that rejection. So again, keeping in mind that, again, we could continue on with bearish divergence if we do jump in overbought territory. However, that we do have room to run to the upside since we are not in overbought territory. So again, just keeping that in mind. And again, our largest indicator that we have been tracking is the dollar. Again, when we get weakness on the dollar, we get strength in the market. As you guys can see, we got a perfect bounce here at our 104 level that we did mention as support. So what we're looking for here, guys, is to see if we can't get that bearish candle set up, that continuation lower here, and what exact levels we are dropping below exactly will give us that strength in the market. So again, just keeping that in mind. And lastly, as far as if we have strength on the dollar, as you guys can see, again, we did mention this a few days ago that we were crossing with our EMA lines here, giving us this bounce. So again, we have a lot of reason to think that we could continue on with this bounce. We are below the median of our MACD with our EMA line. So again, technically we do have a lot of weakness on the dollar, but very much could get a bounce here and could get a continuation on consolidation on the SPY. And that could be that continuation on a cool down here that we have been getting. So again, keeping the dollar in mind, very much going to keep the dollar in mind since we do have a lot of strength in the dollar for that possible bounce. So again, to recap, again, we're making sure that we continue on below that 104 support level on the dollar, again, the DXY, and we're looking for that bullish candle setup on the upper end of our channel if we're going to continue on higher here. Again, we did drop down below our 20-day moving average, continuing to get rejections below our 20. We are looking for that continuation on higher with CPI, and then that continuation with decreases in rates that Powell mentioned is very likely to happen again a couple weeks ago. Very likely to happen. He mentioned that if he does not give us that decrease in rates, then the market very much could take away all of this anticipation that we have been getting since Nick Timiraos mentioned that possible Fed pivot. So again, keeping that in mind, that if Powell does not mention what he said is very likely to happen this Wednesday, then we can take away all of this anticipation, and that could be that possible wave one of a possible crash in the market. We'll see exactly what happens, but again, letting the market come to us here, again, very much at 50-point bases. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for very volatile breakouts, we mention them every single day in the Instabills. And for example, if you guys did see AM, we mentioned them in pre-market. Again, I mentioned this for the last few days. We mentioned them at 125. As you guys can see, breaking above 125, breaking all the way up to $4.43 on the day, over 200% out the gate, breaking above our pre-market high that we were looking for. Go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, and all of you Instabills that come over and support the channel every single day, I appreciate you guys just taking with the markets like we had here with AM. We'll see exactly what Tuesday CPI comes out as. Again, our prior CPI at 7.7. Looking for that continuation on lower with CPI to get closer and closer to that target that Powell is looking for at an insane 2.0 target, which in my opinion, Powell at some point is going to have to come out and mention a new target of maybe 4.0, 5.0. That would be very bullish as well. We're looking for him to possibly mention that at some point as well. So just keep that in mind. And then this Wednesday's Fed rate hike, very much looking for that decrease in rates that he mentioned and that nobody else mentioned but him. Till the last couple of weeks, he's never mentioned, and now he has mentioned. So again, Wednesday's Fed rate hike is supposed to be bullish according to him. We'll see if he does follow through with what he mentioned. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.